I'm working on a Lumme Tee, and this tee has a folded hem. You can see from the front. You work the front down, work a row of purl stitches, and then switch to a smaller needle and work about 1 inch of your hem that you will fold up. So I folded it up here towards my sweater, and then I used locking stitch markers every 1.5 or 2 inches to keep everything lined up all the way around the sweater as I was doing my sewing. I'm just doing a basic whip stitch to sew this together. So all I'm doing here is I'm grabbing a little purl stitch of the sweater, and then I'm going into the sweater and just going underneath the bind off. And the key here, we were holding this yarn double. This is the Knitting with Olive silk that we held double when we were knitting it. I'm using just a single length of the thread here to sew this so it's not super bulky. And I gave myself a really long strand that I could sew all the way around the sweater. And I started at my beginning of round, and I split the thread that I was using to sew. So I've done this section in that direction of the hem, and now I'm coming back with the second half of my long strand of yarn that I cut to put on my needle. And I'm sewing the second side. So I'll work my way around to the halfway point here. But I'm just doing a simple whip stitch. Just be careful not to pull this too tightly. Grab a little purl stitch. And then I also will go, after I've done a couple of stitches around, I'll go to the right side and just make sure that none of the stitches are getting out of whack here where I'm stitching through. So if nothing looks puckered, then you should be in good shape. And I'll just continue around until I've sewn the whole hem in place.